Nepal is one of the most vulnerable countries to climate change. Devastations from climate-induced natural disasters take a huge toll. This has affected Nepal's economy and the livelihoods of its people.
We have experienced droughts in many parts of the country. Agriculture productivity has gone down in many parts of the country. Water sources have dried up in many areas. In higher altitudes, we have seen glacier retreat. The size of the glacial lakes have increased.
As a least developed country struggling to handle several urgent priorities, Nepal does not have enough resources and institutional capacity to deal with climate change. In addressing this very gap, the government of Nepal has introduced a unique innovation. It has developed a climate budget tracker to account for every dollar spent on climate concerns. It is a planning tool that allows tracking of public spending on climate adaptation.
एउटा बजेट सुधारको चाहिँ यो एउटा यस्तो क्रम हो जसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ नेपाल सरकारले अवलम्बन गरेका चाहिँ नीति कार्यक्रमहरुमा जलवायु परिवर्तनको हिस्सा कति छ अथवा त्यसमा चाहिँ हामीले कति विनियोजन गरेका छौं भनेर स्पष्टता देख्न सकिने गरी चाहिँ त्यसको संकेतीकरण गरिएको कुरालाई नै हामी चाहिँ क्लाइमेट बजेट कोड भन्छौं र यो चाहिँ विश्वमा पहिलो पटक नेपालले अवलम्बन गरेको नयाँ बजेटरी टुल्स पनि हो.
There's this budget speech announced by the Ministry of Finance in Parliament every year. In this budget speech, it says where the money is allocated, how much is allocated for which sector, and the priority of the government, so it explains everything. And there are annexes in the budget speech. The Annex 16 is one new annex that we have added after the code is used, and it explains how much is relevant budget, how much is moderately relevant, and what are the neutral budgets for in the entire annual budget. So at the end you'll find a list saying 5% in this year, 5% is relevant program budget. And that 5%, if you translate into real amount, 5% of 600 billion is something like 30 billion. So that's how much is allocated now. So it's very clearly and well-founded argument to say how much Nepal is spending from its public funding without the donors.
In order to make the climate budget tracker effective, the National Planning Commission and UNDP have jointly trained staffs in 11 relevant ministries.
क्लाइमेट कोडिङले चाहिँ के गर्ने भयो त भन्दा क्लाइमेट चेन्जका इस्युहरुलाई एड्रेस गर्न सक्ने गरिकन हाम्रो प्रोग्रामहरु कसरी डिजाइन भएको छ कि छैन हाम्रो चाहिँ यो जुन प्रोग्रामहरु छ त्यसले चाहिँ डाइरेक्टली चाहिँ क्लाइमेट चेन्जका इस्युहरुलाई एड्रेस गर्छ गर्दैन भन्ने हिसाबमा चाहिँ हामीले कोडिङ गर्न खोजेका हो.
The tracker shows that in the fiscal year 2013-14, Nepal spent nearly 10% of the national budget directly and indirectly into adaptation to climate change. The innovation was never an easy job. There were many hurdles. Initially, many opposed the idea as they thought it would create an extra burden to the already overstretched human resources.
So this was additional work for all the planners. So all the planning officers in the ministry and departments had to fill one extra column indicating that code of the budget allocated for a certain program. So that was one big hurdle to convince people that please can you do it.
Today, the climate code is one of the most successful innovations and it has drawn some international accolades too.
यसलाई चाहिँ राष्ट्रिय लेभलमा पनि विभिन्न कार्यक्रमहरुमा सेक्टरहरुमा जस्तो कि मल्टी सेक्टर न्यूट्रिसन प्रोग्राम, विज्ञान प्रविधिमा भएको खर्च अथवा चाहिँ रिसर्च एन्ड डेभलपमेन्टमा भएको खर्चलाई पनि यही आधारबाट हेरेर चाहिँ हामी कहाँ छौं भनेर विश्लेषण गर्ने एउटा आधार बनाउनलाई चाहिँ एक प्रकारको जागरण सचेतना जस्तो यसले दिएको छ भने एक्सटर्नल रूपमा विभिन्न देशहरुले पनि नेपालले अवलम्बन गरेको क्लाइमेट बजेट कोडलाई चाहिँ उनीहरुले आफ्नो सिस्टममा केही अफ्रिकन देशहरुले केही एसियाली देशहरुले र केही ल्याटिन अमेरिकन देशहरुले यसलाई अवलम्बन गर्न खोजिरहेका छन्.
With budget tracker and other initiatives, Nepal becomes one of the first countries in the global south to develop ways to systematically tackle the problem of climate change.